Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top player at this game, back at you with some more classic fixed. And I already see there's a crazy setup for myself going on in South America. I may have the ability to hold South America with a crazy 1-point guard. I have not seen something like this before. Absolutely crazy. I do wonder which other players, if any, may choose to go for the continent, because this could potentially be a trap spot for me. If, for example, Green were to go for it. Green, I'm already seeing, is a good player because he's moving his troops over. So our move, I think, is just going to be like a simple here. We kind of need to go for South America. I mean, like, for a continent like this, there's nowhere else that we can go easily. Maybe Europe, but Orange, I think, has like an easier claim for it. We are going to make an attack with this 3 because we're losing those troops anyway, so I don't consider that like the biggest deal in the world. And we're going to move our 4 into the portal, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some... Hopefully white won't go to war with us, and then we'll be able to get the region. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Now yellow has decided to hit my 3 that only moved up there because I failed that 3v1. So now I'm down to only 18 troops. Very unlucky and unfortunate. Okay, interesting. Green is going into a portal as well. Green is very strong. However, it looks like Green is not prioritizing South America. So they were my biggest worry. It looks like no one's going to be fighting me for the continent. So even if I get a little bit of a slow start, I should be able to take and hold this. Ironically, South America is the better continent over Australia here. Orange player, by the way, is actually going to be going for Australia. And it took a huge hit off of the blue player, so they are now very weak. Also, the fact that they were making such an aggressive play early on to get the continent makes me believe that they'll probably not really understand a lot of theory as it relates to diplomacy and the balance of the game. So it's going to be very possible to be exploiting them. Our next move, though, is going to be very, very simple. All we're going to do now is make one little attack and fortify back into the region. So we're going to be losing our pockets in Australia, Central America, and maybe potentially like in Europe. But it's going to take us like a little bit of time. So I think as long as we get 1 or 2 more turns, we should be around that 20 troop mark. And I think it's going to be unlikely that another player will go for like a kill on us. The green player is really good. You can tell by them moving very quickly with a sense of purpose. So I can definitely see them going for it. Like as long as we stay a little strong for a little bit longer, we should be fine. But I don't think green's could be going for the kill anymore because white hit them. Honestly, if I was green, I consider just hitting the white portal spot. Like that was a very egregious and aggressive attack from white right there. Like, holy cow, they're on 22 troops. I do wonder, is there any benefit to letting them hold the continent? North America is a 2-point guard right here because the Venezuela region, people can't take it. I really hope green maybe attacks white. Yes, I really wanted to see that there. Green is angry with white because of the egregious attack, and given that they're only on 16 troops right now, I don't really see them making an attack out. Green wants an alliance with me. I will accept that alliance because they're weak, and I think they can kind of see that they know what I'm doing. All I'm going to do is continue placing everything down because again, I'm still a little weak. I got hit a little bit in the early game, kind of against like my will a little bit. Again, losing the 3v1 and having yellow hit me is annoying. But our positions now are getting pretty well established. The yellow player should be going for Europe now. I hope that they get into a conflict with the blue player, who doesn't, I think, is a little bit of a weaker player because of their initial moves. Green should be staying in a conflict with the white player because, again, white attacked them very aggressively in North America and didn't allow them to use up their troops. The orange player is in a very good spot this game with their overall troop count, but given that they're probably using the Australia strategy, they should be doing the no Australia, no win play. The fact that white is now being a little bit aggressive against the orange player, and they're picking a fight with multiple players now, green and white, shows that green and orange shows they really kind of lack strategy with what they want to do. My portal has now been cut off. I really would like it if orange attacked India because they're 12 and can be doing a lot of damage. They could potentially eliminate me. Blue, by the way, says they have to attack my territory. Well, they kind of have to, man, but this is fine. This shows that they take the alliance seriously. I could really care less if they have to hit me, though. I'm one of the weakest players on this board, but yellow is also very weak. Green is very weak. So if I'm just able to stay alive for a few more turns and avoid anyone focusing their attention on me, I should be okay. Yeah, normally I would take South America, but when you're really weak like this, and you're playing like a lot of players of varying skill levels, I don't like taking risks. I'm going to wait till I get my set, and then I'm going to turn it in. I am right above the 20 troop mark, which can make like a kill profitable or unprofitable. So as long as no one completely clears me out of the pocket in Europe and the Middle East, it should not be favorable to eliminate me. Ooh, but yellow attacks blue. Okay, this is really, really good, and this is why, guys, I didn't want anyone to focus on me. Now, blue is going to be in a conflict with the yellow player, and potentially, if blue were to hit yellow's 9 stack, I can turn in my set, eliminate the... wait, no, I couldn't. Because the green player is really good, they're most likely going to be having a set, and then they would just clean up the yellow player here, and that'd actually be in their advantage then at that point. With all the additional troops, they can get the double trade and then take me out. White, though, while they have a lot of troops, they've lacked any type of coherent strategy this game. While they're on 27, because of their initial strength and favorable rolls, orange will soon be hitting their 5 and 1, which puts their effective stack on 22 troops. The orange player is in the strongest position this game right now, especially with trading in a set. Thankfully, though, I don't think they can do anything too crazy. It looks like they're just making some attacks right now, but they're not doing... Yeah, so they're going into a portal. This is fine. But they don't take Australia, so I think they kind of wasted the set, right? What you really want to be doing is clearing white out here, because if white just smacks 10 troops into Australia and just takes it out from under you... Again, I've seen players do crazy things. You don't want to be doing that. So now blue trades in. So they're probably, if they're smart, they need to be eliminating the yellow player from the game. Yeah, they don't get the best roll, but they can continue attacking. So I wouldn't consider the blue player good yet, but I do think while they were acting a little bit with emotion, this also happened to be the correct move. Because now they're going to be on 5 cards, they're going to trade in again. They'll probably get at least 6 troops, and be on 24, 25 troops, and then get another trade in. And they get the 10 trade, even better. So now all blue is going to do is move their troops from Irkutsk back into Egypt, have a nice guard for themselves right here. Now blue could eliminate me, green could eliminate me, and this could be the correct move. Okay, that was scary, you guys. The green player could have done that, but it would have been very risky because if they had a bad roll, they could have lost the game. But I'm a crazy player when it comes to risk, so I understand the thinking here. My move now is I want to be taking over South America. Now I have a safe army. So even though I lost some troops with 25 and a total of 28 troops, no one's going to be eliminating me now. And I'm going to be getting the extra troop generation going forward. No one else has secured their continent yet, besides the blue player who I already have a good alliance with. What white should be doing now is moving into Iceland and then looking to fortify and get Europe on the coming turn. Like if they move their 10, they can potentially salvage their game. If they leave the 10, they risk the green player in desperation hitting it. They do the worst thing possible, which is leaving their 6, preventing another player from going into Europe, and their 10, preventing a player from going into North America. They're basically asking, like in Whack-A-Mole, to be hit. What's also kind of crazy is I'm about to lose my final position for myself in the Middle East, but I had to kind of over-defend or over-attack this here. So now white's actually kind of forcing my hand into hitting. Like if the green player honestly was smart, they would have hit my territory in the Middle East to force me to hit white. I'm glad they didn't, but that would have been a really, really nice move on their end. Since I know that the green player is really good, I'm not going to be placing extra troops here. All I want to do now is, I have a trade in on 3, is if I lose the position, I just may end up going into a very passive style in South America where I just let the board attack a little bit. Oh, green player, I'm so sorry, man. And now the white player just gives up after that bad roll. The white player is an atrocious, a really bad player. I feel bad for green as well. Their whole game is almost ruined at this point. But we have made it to the 4-player situation. It's such a shame when players just throw their game away for 2 people. I understand white's thinking though. I mean, they just wanted their continent. Someone attacked them from getting their continent, and now look. Orange, coming out of nowhere, getting the kill on green. Wonderful move from the orange player, recognizing the opportunity to attack. Yeah, green, you should be upset. The white player ruined your game, and there was significant opportunity by the orange player who struck on it. But very quickly, this game has devolved into the 3-player situation. One player holds Africa, one player owns Australia, one player owns South America. So ideally, we need to figure out a situation which will cause some conflict between the players. We're absolutely trading in, by the way, right now. So what does the orange player want to work with me to attack blue? He just says to attack blue. So I'm not going to go anything crazy. I just made a very small line of attack. And I'm now going to ask the orange player, hey, can you attack a couple of the blue player's territories here? If they don't attack a couple of blue's territories, I'm going to assume that they're not taking the alliance seriously. If they do attack a couple of blue's territories, I will work with them. Alright, they did make one attack. Oh, very nice from... Wow, that is so freaking good from orange. Yeah, orange is not taking the alliance seriously, but I love that move. They immediately opened up the portal and blue to hit me for retaliation. That was a disgusting move. I love that from the orange player. I'm annoyed that they did that, but I respect them doing that. So I can already tell, by the way, that the orange player is not someone to be trifled with. They are very dangerous when you're thinking, if I keep attacking blue, orange is going to sit in the background and do nothing about it. So I absolutely have to be cautious with how I act here. And I'm going to be giving the blue player both continents this turn. I can wait a bit. But I want to see an attack from the orange player here. If he attacks blue, I will attack blue the next turn if he retakes it, but to maintain the diplomatic relations, like orange's last turn, while I loved it because of its deep meaning to potentially have blue self-destruct on me, I have to be very cautious and avoid over-attacking. Okay. The orange player has broken the European continent, which means I can work with them and at least prevent the blue player from holding the Europe continent. Blue is still very strong, but they haven't broken the balance of the game. Is blue going to now be trying to eliminate white? This is a very risky kill because I have to win a 12v10. Yeah, they just fed the kill to me because they have no access here now. That was a big mistake by the blue player. So now my move is going to be very simple. Because the kill was fed to me. Oh no, blue just went offline. Wow, okay, I was not expecting this. This is going to be giving me 2 cards. But now that blue is offline, I have to get the attack off on orange right away. Holy cow, you guys. This was crazy good luck that has happened on my turn. So now I can get the attacker's advantage on the orange player and smack their army right here. Aw, heck yeah, you guys. We're going to wrap up this game and get a really nice victory right here. Holy cow, this was amazing. If you're enjoying these content, guys, please consider subscribing and follow me on Twitch. But this is OliveXC signing off.